Now we're going on. Now, now you
Should I
can hear
clap?
everything. I am ready to go.
Okay.
All right.
We're new here.
New year. We took a little break.
It's like our first day of the second grade.
We haven't done this in this calendar year. We haven't. So happy New Year.
Right. I
in
mean,
March. It's
we were
Happy
in the
New
first
Year.
grade. Remember, we did like a whole first year of school. And now we're back for the second grade. We're new. I have a new lunch
We
box.
have to learn how to walk through the
I had to
hallways
learn how to-
again. We have
Our classrooms in a
find
different
where the
place.
bathrooms are.
Right?
Yes,
have a
we
new
are.
teacher.
We are back. We are back. It's a new year. It's 2024. 2024 has.
We recorded it in 2024.
I don't think if we did, that was that
'Cause
one.
we talked about January. Something we talked about. We recorded in January. Now we didn't in February though.
We sure did. Let me
And it's
let me. I'm not apologizing. I just want you all to know I'm not apologizing. But we did take February off, and we took Black History Month off because blackness, and we didn't announce it because blackness. Like we didn't put it on the socials.
I'm not coming in today.
We just.
We called out.
They'll see I'm not here.
We
they'll know not to put something on my desk because I'm not at it.
When your coworkers be like, "Where's somebody? She's not here today. Where is she? She's not here today.
She's not here. I don't know where she at, but she ain't here. But it freaked some of y'all out. We understand. It was very jarring for some people. Some people called me and were like, "Did you all have a fight? Did you break up?"
not-
I'm like, not at all. We are out
We'd have put
here
that on
living
the
our.
socials. We'd have put that. We would have announced that.
We would have said, "Add joy is not bringing us joy right now." So we threw for a second.
Add hate. When people break up, they post some little moving on. When you we would have posted
We would have put up
steak memes with just when a friend gonna be too
all the sub tweets.
when a little when you growing
Sometimes
bigger and
people
better
are for a season and not a lifetime. We would have done all that. We would have been petty about it. Get out of here. That didn't happen. No, we are not. We are not angry
little songs
with
about
each
how
other.
you can't take
all
my shine.
by myself.
But it's got to be like me, myself, and I. To the left, just like all the little breakup love. I'm
Everything
good.
you want.
I'm good songs.
It's just another sad life. And those would have been the background songs
would've
to
been-
everything that we
Oh
posted.
God! But it'd have been these little dig posts.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna write you a love song. Y'all okay?
All of that.
Because when you post those, that's when the men get in your DMs. You okay?
Y'all all right?
You still talking to so and so? Because you seem like you know what I'm saying.
None of that happened, y'all. We just took a break. We really just
Other best friends getting in the DMs.
we start
You
posting
okay?
pictures with other people, but not each other. It would be one post with you and another friend, one post with
Out
me
with
and
my
another
real
friend.
crew. My real crew. It's so wonderful to have people who really understand you. You know what I'm saying?
That have your back.
When you get them fake people out your life, it's just so freeing.
we would have done all this right here.
Oh, my face hurts. We haven't even
would've
started,
done all
and my
that.
face hurts.
None of that is happening. None of that is happening. You would be the first to know if we broke up. We did not do that. But
Just to break up,
we
Jess.
thank you for your concern because y'all were really concerned. We were getting texts. I
Where the podcast
was at Buteco on Wednesday, And Kendra came up to me, Joy John Kendra came up to me and she said, okay, first things first, Marty, the podcast.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
a new one was released today, Kendra. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
she got so excited. She was like,
My
I
own
didn't
client
want to
did.
mention it.
Mm-hmm. She was like, I started talking about her problems because I'm her psychologist. She's talking about some Dr. Bell. But what happened to the podcast?
Mhm.
I was like,
I get it. I get it.
we coming back.
We will not forsake you all any longer. We are here. We are here. We are better. We are more joyful. We needed a break. We were in the season of patience and endurance. We have endured this thing for 58 episodes. And you know what? We never even considered taking a break.
And when we call forth the thing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like whenever we go into another set of principles, we call forth a season.
Yeah.
And that, you know,
You
like
learn the
we
lessons
had
of
a season of onward. There were just things that were like, oh my gosh, of course, this is the season. And I think this was we called forth the season of patience and endurance.
Yeah. And we didn't want it to feel like drudgery. We were getting to a place where it was like we were just going through the motions. We just needed to press reset real quick. It was fine. It wasn't anything deep. It was just like, you know what? We needed to add joy. We just wanted to take a moment. I mean, you know, I had surgery. The holidays had happened. We have just been living life. You understand that we do this in addition to these full lives we live. Her daughter has got all these different, when I say all these, she has a bigger calendar than we do.
Combined.
So we needed to just say, you know what? It's okay if we take a break. It's not bad if we do that for ourselves. And we did. And now we are refreshed and we are back.
I know you missed us. I know you missed us. I know you missed us, black. There needs to be a Culture Club concert. Now you know if that's coming. I'm buying 2 tickets and you're already going.
I tumble for ya. I tumble for ya. I tumble for ya. I tumble for you. Listen, if we start getting into time won't give me time, and time makes lovers feel like they got something real.
What?
We will go in.
Churchill poison I will go on and on because I'm those you. Listen, Boy George by himself and Culture Club.
Boy George is a black woman. I want you to.
And we just missed it the whole time. Boy George, brown skin Boy George. If he ain't brown skin,
how did I not call? Why wasn't he included on the original list?
Definitely,
he should have led the list.
Absolutely, like cornrows with beads. Listen,
like legit,
like literally.
That's not hyperbole.
Put little pieces of hair. Who else? Be like, I'm finna go out. I'm about to put a little hair.
Boy George looked like he just came from Jamaica, where they braid your hair on the beach. Just one little bead.
One little bead section right here. He put a little hat on over it.
He will also do a mean pixie cut. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy George is a black woman.
How did we miss his black woman status this entire time?
I'm sad that we didn't.
I'm sorry, Boy George.
We are
he
sorry,
even tried to.
Boy
He
George.
even like he calling himself Boy George was like a way of being like, ha 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 ha. I mean, come on, sis.
Come on, sis. Oh, okay.
I'm here for Boy George.
I don't have. This is how I know I ain't been podding. I don't have none pulled up. I'm just out here. Just okay.
It's all right.
we're gonna dive in.
We're gonna dive in.
We're going in, y'all.
We are in the season of
Ooh,
patience.
Before we get there,
Mm-hmm.
let me say this. This is what we've been realizing in this season of you all asking us where our episodes are, but realizing that y'all aren't even subscribed.
Subscribe. Some of you are so loyal, and we really thank you for that. You watch every week.
But
you aren't subscribed
at all.
Because it's the last thing you watched, you're thinking it is. It pops up sometimes. But you've got to really hit that subscriber button. We need you to hit
Let me explain
the
why you all
subscriber
don't
button.
and don't be fast forwarding past this. I want you to get your talking too, and then we're gonna
Right.
heal and we're gonna keep going, okay? This is what I want you all to understand. We do this essentially for free. You all asking for this for every week. We can't even put it down. Y'all get upset with us. We love that for y'all. We love it for us. We love and we want to bring it to you. But the way that we do monetize it is subscribers.
Subscribing.
So it's not good enough for you to just type in Add Joy and search for it. Or because if it's the last thing you watched, I have set the episodes up so that it will naturally go in to another episode. That doesn't mean you're subscribed.
Right.
You have to go to the Add Joy page. And if you are listening to the podcast, you've got to press the plus sign. And if you are watching on YouTube, you have to hit the word subscribe. Even if you know right now that you are, please go check it.
Go check.
Right now.
Everybody, we've been talking to all of our friends,
Every single
arguing it with us, like literally arguing. We're like, show me. Oh man, I'm not subscribed. We will get so many views and these many subscribers. Views all over the world. Remember, subscriptions don't cost you anything.
Nothing.
They're not going to email you. Doesn't nothing. You know,
We're
because
not
some
gonna
people are
harass
worried
you.
about that. You know, it's not like subscribing to like Victoria's Secret stuff like that and getting 92 emails. We're not Temu. You know what I'm saying? It's not that where you're going to get a million little, nothing's going to come. It's just going to be that you have subscribed. So that when you open up your podcast outlet and you open up YouTube, they will tell you another episode has come.
That's it.
That's
it.
it.
It makes it easier for you.
I know.
Honestly. So
I
please
know.
do that. Y'all, please.
Like pause
please.
right now.
Right now. We're going to
Like,
give you some. I
let
wish
me
I had some Jeopardy
subscribe.
music. I'll just slide that
Following
joke
is
around.
different than
It's
subscribing.
different.
We want you to follow. We want you to do all of those
All
things.
the
We want you to
things.
like it, rate it, follow it, and subscribe it.
We want you to tell people why you
subscribe to
love
it.
it. We want you to share it. We want you to walk them through subscribing. Not just, hey.
Push it real good. Subscribe. Push it. Push the subscription button. Subscribe real good. Push it. Push it. Push it.
Push it. All that. Push that subscribe button right now.
Please.
Please, please, please. Okay, now we
Okay.
can get into the show. Who are you
Wonderful.
this week?
I am Nelson Mandela.
And I am a Lauryn Hill fan. What do these two things have in common?
They know how to wait.
They know how to wait, baby. Baby, they know how to wait on a thing.
They can endure. Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years. Had an opportunity to come out. He was like, y'all still out there tripping? Is apartheid still happening? Nah, I'll chill. I'm going to wait till y'all stop. Y'all who be going to the Lauryn Hill concerts doing the same thing.
I want you to know that I took
waiting.
someone to see Lauryn Hill at Chastain. Now, Chastain is an outdoor venue. And
had a time limit.
promptly at 11 o'clock,
No matter who you are.
all things shut off. They pulled the
Yeah.
sound off. At
In the middle of you
11:01,
singing.
everything just, I'm talking about blackness.
Everything. You're literally
no
looking for your
sound.
stuff and you have to get out.
The show started at 8. Lauryn Hill walked out on that stage at 10:36 p.m.
Because she didn't realize Chastain doesn't play those games.
They had told her. And then when the sound was cut off, she started looking around, outraged, talking about, turn my sound back.
Ma'am, you can't do that there. First of all, the people who live around Chastain are richer than Lauryn Hill. I'm not dissing.
Okay.
That's a fact. That's not me trying to clown Lauryn Hill. I'm saying
Okay.
that is a fact. So when they in that neighborhood say we want those things cut off, you know what I'm saying?
We want those things
I'm
cut
saying they are,
off.
and I'm literally saying
All
they're
the way
richer than
off.
Lauryn Hill. These are
all
where the
the
millionaires
way
live.
turned off.
I saw Erykah Badu in mid song. Jill
It
Scott
doesn't matter.
off. I mean,
It
does
doesn't
not matter.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Doesn't matter.
Yes. So the
How
today,
I know
today
y'all were
we are talking
outraged
about-
at 10:36. Did people leave? Want their money back?
And then we all got refunded.
Oh, yeah.
I ended
So,
up
like, you
going to
get
see
20 minutes.
Beyonce because I used the money from Lauryn Hill
From
that they
Lauryn Hill.
refunded. But and then she had the nerve to like rush through her songs,
She
like
does those
fast
little
forward,
chopped
those
scripts,
fast forward
yeah.
versions. And we were like, I mean, it was just like the speed of
The last 2 times I've seen her, she's been doing that little chopped and sped. I thought it might be maybe she didn't own them or
We're going
something.
to pray for Lauren because
know
Lauren
you
got on the
chained them up.
microphone and said that we should be honored that she even showed up. Sis, if I paid this money,
her artistry
you should
process.
be honored that people are still paying.
But the people who continue to go buy her tickets and wait, they have some patience. They got some endurance.
You seen that that meme that says, you going to the Lauryn Hill concert? And it says, Lauryn Hill, nah.
Nah. Wait, nah, you. Like you asked me. No, I'm not finna be there. You go.
We are, as a people, I love us. I love us.
Whenever you just need to just cry laughing. I am 2 TikToks. I'm just like 2 memes away from screaming laughing. I am so close to laughter. Y'all are the funniest people on earth. So yes, those are we're going to be talking this week about the benefits of being a patient person, and that's why we are Nelson Mandela and Lauryn Hill fans.
And we are also Add Joy.
Where life plus joy equals satisfaction.
All right.
What
We're
in the
talking
world is
about patience
and endurance.
And endurance. It is the capacity to tolerate suffering, delay reward, and maintain the stamina to finish a thing you don't prefer. That's that piece.
That's that
don't
piece.
Prefer.
Because when we prefer it, I prefer eating tacos. I have all the stamina in the world. I never tire. I don't even feel full. I feel like I've never really even feel full, But when I need to like clean up, I'd be like, I need to rest. I cleaned off my dresser and that was a lot.
When I need to
I
exercise.
need to sit down.
When I need to eat right.
You ever feel like you've exercised a long time and you look at your watch and it's been 6 minutes? You'd be like,
I
oh,
looked
am I
down
almost
the
done?
other day and was like, what do you mean
I'm
I've
still
been
in the
doing this
warm-up.
21 minutes? I'm not done.
21 minutes for like 3 hours.
Oh God. Yes.
21 minutes be like, I'm about to be done. That definitely feels like hours.
Yeah.
So yes, we're going to talk about the benefits of that. But beforehand, we like to talk about things that will try your patience and endurance. What's one of the things?
Folks who move too slowly. We got somewhere to be.
No matter who it is.
I told you what time we needed to. I posted something the other day, and it said, "Have your ass ready by 8." Me at 7:52, laying on my back in the phone.
Okay.
So many people are this way.
Or even like when people just drive slowly, and especially if you're in a hurry, and you logically it's not their fault. You're like right on time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I should have probably left earlier.
You know what I'm saying? They taking a leisurely drive,
but
you can't
still,
afford it.
Can you hurry up?
Ooh, that's some patience. When you're at the bank, anywhere you're trying to, you just really want to hurry. Be like, can you please just hurry up? They bagging your groceries. Do you want me to wrap this? What do you make with these?
The little old lady having a conversation.
Please, when people use checks at all, I'd be like, are you writing a check in the year of our Lord, 2024? Checks, they got to run through background checks. They got to take your fingerprints. You wrote a check. You're going to be here all day.
Mm-hmm.
But also, sometimes folks who move too quickly, try my patience too.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all who get up the second we land on airplanes, where y'all going?
Oh, my God.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm talking about we landed and you should still be seated. We haven't taxied to why did you get up? Why is my seat? I'm in row 2. Why are you in row 30, but you somehow got in front of me?
Joy John Jason
How'd you beat me to the door?
Tried to argue this with me. He said, well, those of us with long legs.
No, he didn't. Not same height. Jason, not I looking at you. Not looking at him eye to eye. No. What? We have the same inseam, Jason. That's what what? Our legs are the same height.
No, Jason's like 6 feet. Is he not? I am a little person, so everyone is.
He's Morehouse height. He is. That's not a diss. He's like 5'9". Isn't he? I could be wrong, or I'm wrong. Maybe you're like so poor tall. He's gonna be like, I'm no longer. I'm unsubscribing. I
He's
hate both of you heifers.
He's just going
I
to
hate
send
both
us
of you
an
heifers.
angry emoji. It's probably what he'll do. And he'll expect us to know what he's
Yep.
talking about.
We're gonna get it.
We love you.
Sorry.
Whatever height you are.
Whatever height. That's not a.
But he did say that's why, he said that's why us tall folks, we have to stand up because we've been, you need to pay for them seats with some more leg room or something.
They pop up, but I mean, I'm saying pop up before
I'm
we
just
even
swinging my legs.
just get out. Like we haven't, like we're not. It's dangerous. The person has to
it
come
is.
on the mic and be like, "Please sit back down. Stay seated
We're still
till we
moving.
get. We're
yeah.
moving.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes people, you have to have patience for people who are just like super speedy too. You'd be like, okay, first of all, calm down.
Okay, Gonzalez.
So like, hold on. Good grief, calm down. Where you gotta be? Where you gotta go?
I used to,
Sex partners. We said patience with people who do things too quickly. That doesn't count.
I don't need, I can't stand no minute man.
I don't want no minute man. You do have to have patience and endurance. No? Okay. I've said a word. That's fine.
You know that meme that says it's been 86 years. It's been so long. I don't even know. At this point,
Now what? You be like this trying to do the podcast? Where does it go?
What do you do with it?
Say the same things I said about this. Put it back in. Make sure it's pushed in real good. We said the exact same thing we said when we set up the podcast. Put your mouth close to it. Put your mouth closer.
Well, now if we're talking about that kind of, I've seen that. Anyway,
That's too much information.
moving on. We have been rated R the last couple of weeks. Apollonian Vanity. You said yours are Wendy and Lisa.
And then went on to
And then you yes.
Wendy and Lisa.
Yeah,
Good times.
you broke it down. And then finally,
Actually, weather changes actually require your patience and endurance too. Here in Atlanta, where it's going to start off at 30-something degrees and end up the day, like you need to have on a sundress and have on open-toed shoes.
it is unreal.
Yeah. And
It is
especially if you're trying to plan something, it's like a
unreal.
festival, you're trying to have something, and then all of a sudden the weather just breaks out.
I start every day because it's cold in the morning with my heated seats. And then I get in the car forgetting that the heated seats were on and it's 90 degrees in the
burning your butt.
afternoon. And now I am at a stoplight running from my vehicle because my ass is on fire. Yeah, no. Atlanta, get it together. Get your stuff together.
All right. The reason why we also want to talk about like why being patient is a good thing is for some reason it's become a bit of like a flex out here to act like not having patience is like this, like that's cool. You guys, you're like stressing yourselves out. That does not add joy to. I don't have no patience for anybody. And people like, I know that's right. You ever notice that we sometimes we laud pathology? We can really start to celebrate a thing because
it's
used
become
to
so
it's
normal.
adaptive.
Yeah.
Our patience has gotten short living just a Western hemispheric life. You know what I'm saying? America moves at a very speedy pace. You know what I mean? So we have just kind of trained ourselves to not have patience for things. And we actually think it's like cool to not have patience for one another. Patience for someone who's going through something. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just have to just hold on. You know what I mean? Don't jump to conclusions. Don't move too fast. There are benefits to you psychologically, like your health, your overall well-being can be benefited by being a patient person. So let's start with why. All right. Patient people experience less stress. Right? They can actually seem annoying to other people because they be laid back. They'd be like,
well, right. Well, because we've become so used to the people who lack the patience, we think that's normalcy, and so the person who has the patience, we're like, oh, you always want to be all positive and stuff. And no, I just want you to sit for a second. Just sit there for just a little while. So less stress in your life will actually bring more joy.
Yeah.
And what I really want you all to walk away with understanding is no one is creating this stress for you.
Right.
It's your attitude and
You're in it.
mindset that
Yep.
that determined whether this was stressful.
Yeah.
If you would develop the patience, you will develop the joy.
Yeah. Think back to a time where you just did not feel overwhelmed, you did not feel rushed, you didn't feel pressured to do anything, like how that felt. Imagine feeling like that quite often because you just decided to.
hmm we've been talking about this. We had talked about a couple months ago about in the morning feeling rushed and rushing to get out of the house and rushing to get the child to school and rushing to make come on, come on, come on, and then we're honking at people in traffic and hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Just wake up half an hour early.
When I tell you, right? But you like
Relieve yourself of the stress.
just getting organized around that, and it makes such a difference. Right.
Developing the patience. Yeah.
It actually can cause, we all know that stress causes particular unhealthy outcomes, but literally the data show working on your patience, like increasing your patience, can cause less face breakouts, ulcers, headaches. These are things that we've learned to live with, thinking that's just me. I just get migraines. And possibly working on your patience could like literally reduce those.
So if you suffer from any of those things, then maybe start to look at. Interestingly enough, a family member of mine went to the doctor and found out their blood pressure is just out of control. Out of control. I mean, like they should not be walking this earth with numbers these high. And the doctor simply said to them, print it out like a list of, hey, maybe you should see a therapist. This is all up here. You eat well. You go to sleep every night. You walk 6 miles a day. It could be nothing else but all of the stuff that you are stressing yourself out with. And I can guarantee this person struggles with patience. It starts to affect us physically, y'all. So if you're finding yourself with all of these kinds of things, the headaches, the acne, and you can't figure out why, it could be
Weight
some of
gain,
that.
all of that.
It could be that lack of patience. Yeah.
Lack of patience. The patient people have better relationships. More patient people. Patience kind of is aligned with empathy. People who are empathic towards other people they're able to listen longer. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
And they just communicate more effectively. So, if you're impatient, what you're probably doing is assuming what the other person is saying, jumping in, you're interrupting them, right? And all of that is happening. That's not your best communication style, right? Patient people kind of just wait for a second. They're able to forgive other people a lot better and more freely, and they forgive themselves more freely. They have patience even with themselves. Imagine being patient with yourself. I feel like that's a big one. We could do a whole thing on that.
One to be able to look at yourself and be like, "Girl, brush yourself off and try again."
Okay,
that's what Aaliyah said.
Right? We're just gonna lay here and just be mad at ourselves. Sometimes we just have to be like, "I'm growing, I'm learning, so I made a mistake."
Yeah.
But then we also have to do that for each other. You know what I'm saying? We have to look at another person and say they're growing, they're learning, or they made a mistake.
Yeah. Patient people are more thoughtful problem solvers. So this is true. They rely less on impulse, which, impulse has its place, for you to be able to think quickly and get yourself out of a bind really quick. That has its place. But if you are always making your decisions like that, if you're always making rash decisions, you may not be making the wisest decisions all of the time. So patient people, they think through situations more carefully and they utilize self-control in aversive situations. They're just able to take a step back and be like, you know what? I'm just going to sit with this for a second. I'm just going to sit, even if it's just, I'm just going to sit in silence and not respond to the problem itself for a second. I'm just going to take my time with it.
Not forever.
Yeah.
Sometimes just 5 to 10 seconds brings you to another level of clarity. Do you know what I mean? Think about what you would do right off sometimes. Think about your first response to certain things.
Think about how it got
Like,
you in trouble.
You know what I'm saying? My first response was and then you'd be like, wait, let me hold on.
Well, you talked a couple episodes back about how
this.
you have the colleague that, he's quick to write off an email and send it, and it's laced with all of these things you should not say.
10 minutes.
But he sends it to you. There's some patience in that.
Yeah,
At least he's developed an understanding of, I know what I'm going to say and I know it's problematic. Let me just put in this other situation where I send
intermediate.
I send it to somebody I know who's going to make this sound gentler. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that.
That's very true. We were talking wasn't that our last principle about gratification? I think that's the last thing we talked about.
No, two back. Yeah.
Well, we talked about like the difference between kind of a delayed gratification and immediate gratification. And so when you can be more thoughtful, you kind of think more about like what's the long term goal or the long term consequence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean of what's
the
going to happen.
Consequence.
Like, this would be fun. I might do this. Wait, what might this mean?
Okay.
Right? Have the patience to just take a second.
All kinds of things that we do. Think about all of the things that we do. We tend to talk about little cute fun stuff, like don't eat that chocolate bar because you got to think about, what that's going to do with your hips in a couple weeks. But also there are all kinds of other like deeper things like
don't eat that woman because that's not your woman.
Did you know what I was going to... Did you take the words directly? Did you know that that's where I was going with it? Did you know that?
Of course I did, because we're in the same mind. We're sisters. We're happy and we don't have any misters. Give us a high five.
Oh, God. I was going to say that right there. Don't do nothing with nobody that you are thinking in this minute. Please be patient, sir. Or ma'am. Please be patient.
Oh. Take a quick second.
Hold
on.
Quick second. I just want to think this thing all the way. Wait, hold on a second here.
Making a pros and cons list.
While you're down there. I mean, you may have to just stop and just hold on.
Taste great. Less filling. Separation from wife and children.
I'm sorry I brought you here. I'm going to go ahead and get dressed. Look. Have some patience.
I had a chance to think about it on the ride over, and I said to myself,
Self. I'm going to go ahead and endure this marriage that has sustained me. We might be having a rough moment, but I'm going to endure this a little bit longer because what I'm about to get into.
Or at least finish it. At least close it up.
Or at least close.
Have the patience to close. If we closing it up, let's close it up.
Close that marriage, close them legs.
You open up 2 more businesses. This business over here in foreclosure. Let's just sell it.
Let's do what needs doing first on the front end. Yes. If you're patient, you'll see it.
If you're patient, you'll see it. That's good.
If you're patient, you'll see what needs to be done. Mm-hmm. What needs to be done, not what feels good right now, but what needs doing.
To be done. Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
Listen, that's too good right there.
That's why this can't be free.
That's why you need to subscribe.
That's why you got to subscribe.
Patient people are more resilient. Right? When you're a patient person, small setbacks, you know what I mean? You just jump over those hurdles like the little Donkey Kong man. Remember we talked about that before, like the little, you know what I'm saying? I think patient people understand that progress just takes time. I know I can struggle with that. I want to progress immediately.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
We talk about that all the time. I'll eat one salad, go for a walk, and be like, I'm not
skinny.
How in the world did I lose? Now I get on the scale the next day and be like, I didn't lose 10 pounds yesterday. I ate a salad.
And I'm
I
going
didn't
to
even
take
stop
it
at
one step
McDonald's. I was
further.
going to.
We are in anticipation of health and wellness coming up. We decided we were just going to start that thing, and we have been in our season of health and wellness. We have been doing this now since the beginning of the year. We have been in it, and it's still a slow and steady progress. Like, we're still not. Ain't nobody lost no 50 pounds.
You've been making some progress, though, girl.
Get your best friend who shouts out, I took my shirt off. She talking about,
I was like, stop. She was just talking. I was like, we just going to talk with this little waist we got right here. We just going to have a little waist and just have a conversation. You and your little waist in the conversation.
that booty's still big.
Well, that's not going anywhere. On either of us.
There's nothing. When I say there's nothing, I could be patient for the rest of my living days. There is just not a thing that's going to.
Maybe we came out butt first. I wonder, we should like, we should ask our mothers. Did we come out hiney? Was there a hiney first? Is that called, what is?
Baby, because this
that's
thing
not
is
breech.
here and it is center stage.
Yeah. We're doing it. We're hanging
We're
in there.
doing it. We are doing
We're
it.
making some
But
gains.
yes, patient people
But we have
are
to,
more
yeah.
resilient. The setbacks don't. I started all that to say, when the scale doesn't move,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, what am I
sometimes
doing
it goes
all
up
this?
and down. To be honest with you, you lose a few, you kind of, could come up. I mean, it just depends on.
And so you really have to talk yourself into staying with a thing, which is, but that's how you also develop. Sometimes it isn't the initial goal you started with that is keeping you in that season of patience. Sometimes you're learning other things along the way.
That's so good.
Sometimes you're getting other blessings through it.
And that's why endurance is important.
Yeah.
That's a good word right there.
Yeah, progress takes time.
It just takes some time. You got to press on in the face of those challenges. Patient people can do that. Right? Patient people are more productive. I believe that.
Yeah.
Listen, really to achieve a thing, you just have to be persistent. It's discipline is like, I really have seen this over time. I will take somebody disciplined. I mean, there's like raw talent, right? But somebody willing to
what you
work.
are saying right here is so good. This is a
you
word.
got a little bit. If I'm
Baby.
hiring, I promise you this.
Okay.
If I am hiring somebody with all the talent of the world, right, but doesn't have that stick-to-itiveness, they give up, quickly. They don't persist and just endure and pursue. I don't want that.
Initiative and endurance will go farther than talent.
Yeah.
So much more.
You'll build your talent along the way because you endure. Your talent to get built. You can't do anything with that low work ethic. You know what I'm saying? With that lack of, you know what I'm saying? When somebody doesn't have patience to really work for an achievement.
I always have this conversation about, I don't know what generation it is. I'm not going to talk about the whole generation, but I'm just going to talk about these newfangled kids who will quit a job. I don't like the way she talked to me. What? How are you going to pay your bill? I don't know. I'll figure it out.
But even if you were going to, then even if that's a problem, yes, not taking then the agency to even do something about that too.
Right.
Can I schedule a meeting with you?
Right.
I just want to have a meeting. I feel like there might be something tense between us. And just for us to continue working well together, did you have feedback for me? Do you see what I'm saying?
That's what patience looks like.
That's what patience would look like. Instead of be like, I know she did, and I quit.
And
Go
didn't
tell me
even
to be
call.
at work at 9. What time do you need to be here at 9?
Texting
but
somebody,
normally I don't come in
in.
until 9:30.
When are you coming back? Never. Oh. Okay. That's how some people are doing it. And when we talk about justifying the pathology, we are on the socials acting like this is okay.
I mean, let's say flex to not have patience and to not press through a thing because it's mildly difficult.
It's that mildly difficult that takes me out. You didn't even break a sweat. It just didn't feel
somewhat uncomfortable. Listen.
Okay.
We wouldn't exist. Childbirth is not comfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't create other humans. We wouldn't have relationships. I mean, you know what I mean?
Anything worth having requires
It
patience and
requires it,
endurance.
and it is something
Hmm.
that you don't. It's going to require you enduring something you don't prefer to get to the thing you do.
That's good. That's so good. And then finally, patient people are more creative. This coming from a creative. We are
Mm.
creatives.
Mhm. Oh, I was saying you are creative. I'm creative.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
you are. Yes,
thanks.
you are.
Yay.
You don't use it technically in that way in your
In the
everyday
same
job,
way.
but you still
I
are a
write
creative.
things.
Yes, that's true. That's true. You are a creative. You're a creative. Yes. Patience allows your mind to explore different perspectives and possibilities.
Mhm.
You have to, in order to produce anything, any kind of art, anything from its inception all the way through it being released unto the world, absolutely you have to be
Mhm.
patient with it.
Mhm. That rushed lack of patience also too makes it really limits your scope, right?
Hmm.
So like the whole idea of being open to, creativity requires your mind to be open to get all these new ideas. I think when you are rushed and pressured, you're going to only see two options. You're going to see just one. It makes you myopic. It actually literally is the
Mm.
antithesis of being creative because
Hmm.
I'm moving on impulse. I can't wait.
Hmm.
I don't want to
Hmm.
learn anything
Hmm.
new. I don't want to, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to be
Hmm.
here.
Yeah.
You really stifle your creativity.
Yeah. Yeah. As opposed to let me set out a situation where I have the time to fully
Yeah.
explore
Yeah.
everything.
Let
Yeah,
me
that's true.
experience this first,
Yeah.
before I just decide. I think this is the career I want to go into. You know what I mean? Why?
Mm.
I saw it on TV and it looked like they made a lot of money, right?
People are
I don't
really
want to go and
legit
have
saying this, y'all.
I just took a student from Georgia State in, and what he said to he's doing practicum hours at the practice, and he is a doctoral student, and I thought he said the most powerful thing to my undergraduate interns. And they were like, "Well, how'd you get here?" He was like, "I did not go straight to the PhD program after." And
Hmm.
they, of course, their ears poked up like, "Oh, great! Like, what did you do?" He's like, "I worked for free for a year." They were like, he was like, "Oh,
Yuck.
I sure did." He said, "I sure did because I wanted this." Now he is in one of the
Mm.
most coveted graduate programs anywhere. Georgia State PhD programs get because it's Georgia State. Everybody wants to go to Atlanta. It's what I mean. It's one of. I mean, it's extremely hard to get into. This is what he wanted. He said, "I called people already at Georgia State. He didn't even go there. It was like,
Mm.
what do you need me to do?" He got research
Mhm.
experience. I'll be in your lab. I'll work at.
Mhm.
He's doing it now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I want to work at your practice so I can get this experience because I want to do what you do, Dr. Bell. That there's a patience and endurance, and he's
Mhm.
going to.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going through a little poor period. He won't be poor in a minute.
Patience will have you enduring the thing that you say, "Ooh, I didn't never want to be here," but it's worth it for what I see on the
Yeah,
other side.
yeah.
Yeah. So I hope you got something from this today.
And that you subscribe.
And that you subscribe. We do not have any entries for the Joy John today, but I have a little surprise for Kanika. She does not know what this is since she surprised me last week with my cookies and made me cry.
Oh, Brandon texted again and was like, "You guys."
When I tell you he's my boo, we go together.
And he's so awesome.
So I have a I I don't have no hair.
I'm already excited. Why am I already so excited?
I don't have no hair, so my thing is earrings. I really love big, beautiful earrings. And my favorite earring person, I have two, but this person, I have easily maybe 15 pairs of earrings from this
You have like an
person.
earring sommelier. She has a personal earring. Other people have like a nail tag.
No, I do.
She has like an earring.
I have an earring sommelier.
supplier.
Uh-huh. And so
Okay.
I reached out to her and I said, "Can you custom make some earrings for me and my best friend for our show?" And it was an obvious next step because the name of her company is Joy Pop. And literally, so she called me on the phone. We ended up talking for like an hour. And she was like, "Sis, I just want to know your story. I just want to know. I want to know why Joy. I want to know. Give me everything." And I told her, and we exchanged stories. They were so similar. It was eerie, but when she told me how her business just took off and all she did was commit to the idea of joy and doing something that you love. Her stuff is beautiful and she makes things custom. So I had to have custom joy
Oh,
earrings
look. Oh my
made.
God, they're perfect. They really match our. Oh my God. They look
So
just
the-
like our symbols.
so
Look
these
at
are our custom
these. Oh
earrings.
my gosh,
Yes.
she did.
So she
First of
sent them
all,
and she sent them quickly. And I
count it all
want you to
joy.
Devin, these are beautiful. These are we're gonna wear them to every
beautiful.
event that we host from here.
First of all, they
out.
are
They're
just.
gorgeous.
I mean, they're just like
They're
our. Look at
gorgeous.
this. Trying to get up underneath this headphone.
So thank you, Devin from Joy Pop. We will
Oh,
put all the
thank
information on the socials.
you.
These are lovely. I mean, they really are. There are colors.
I mean,
They
it's
are
our little joy
our
with the
design.
circles.
It's everything.
This
It's
fabric material. Oh my gosh.
These are very, very cute. And I told her that if she wants to put them on the site and sell them, you too may be able to get you some Ad Joy earrings.
You better get you some joy earrings.
Look at how cute those are. They're so cute. So, yes. So, thank you for that. And we are going to wrap up this episode. Look, I was thinking you could make it like a little brooch. You could make it. It could look like
About to be like, I am not making a pasty out of this little thing. When you did this, I was like, we are not making Ad Joy nipple covers, or we could.
Devin. Huh?
Huh? The little ones that lift.
mean-
The ones that lift. Can we get? You know what I'm talking about? You know the ones that just put it on and it lifts it. One boom. You ever see those?
The one that makes it.
And when they do it, I'm like, oh my God. Can it lift a big one? Then they make a double D's. I'm serious.
How do we get here?
I don't know.
How do we always get here? Anyhow, on that
The
note,
people want to know. I feel like that.
the people don't want to know.
I think someone out there is like, these are excellent questions. I've seen that you wear something backless and bump these little joy joints right here.
Are you done?
Yes. You know what our goal should be? Fitting in our own swimsuit this year. We're gonna buy Ad Joy bikinis and we're gonna fit into them this year.
You heard it here first.
Health and wellness. They can still hear me? I thought they were playing the music.
They can still hear you.
I didn't say something else. Aren't you glad I can hear the music? I wouldn't dance. I wouldn't dance without it. I wouldn't dance without it.
You needed the music.
I needed to dance.
Okay, you needed the music.
She needs to dance. These are so cute. I mean, really, these look just like, these are our little, that's our little